Welcome back to our new Farthest frontier in the Vanquisher, the highest difficulty possible. We are playing on version 0.8, which is definitely ready for all of you to play. If you're wondering, there's very few bugs. Performance is totally fine at this time in the game. And here is a small city. We have a town hall, and this is going to be a common industrial quarter. Here we have our initial food quarter, including the smokehouse and the root cellar. And then we have a small town that has started here. By the way, if you're wondering, you can see what all of your people are doing. Press F3, you're gonna see their name and what they're doing or what they're going to do. This is a bit similar to F4 that I shared in the previous episode, where you can see the exact resources, right? The number of greens, the number of animals, those type of things, but now it's for your people. I'm not gonna put it because I feel like that's just too much, but if you want, you can. So blueberries are over here. This one is getting built soon, and we're gonna hopefully reach 50 in the near future, so we can start placing our market, which I think we're gonna put in this corner over here to make sure it's touching most of our houses. By the way, in terms of houses, we have a bit more space, so no need to build a new one soon. We have quite a bit of food. And it's not 1 year, but it's almost there, so I'm happy there for the deers. So here it seems like we're killing a bit too many deers though. We're gonna have to be careful. Okay, this one has reached 100 once again, so it has stopped. Perfect. And therefore maybe let's put one more over here. Really want to get to 50 as quickly as possible so we can start making some gold. Talking about making resources, we've also unlocked quite a few things over here. We have unlocked the Fletcher buildings to make some bows and arrows. Gonna be important for not just for our defense, but more importantly actually for the hunters. So let's do that right away. I'm going to put it just there. And then we've also unlocked the basket shop, but that requires willow that we don't have, as well as the compost yard. We're gonna make this one as soon as possible, but it costs some gold. We can't do it right now. And here the cobbler shop. So similar to over here, the tannery is going to use some of the hides that we get when we kill, animals. We get some hides. So I'm gonna make the shoes actually, because with that they will walk faster and avoid injuries. And that should definitely be in a industry corner. We're gonna do it like this. Let's see, that seems like a good idea. Again, you don't have to put roads everywhere. I do just feel like it looks better and it helps my people move faster. And here we have a forager that's done. So let's move it somewhere here. Yeah, the deer is really, there's only one left. This guy is working way too hard. Wonder if maybe I just send him over there for a while. Oh, and we've lost a bit of food. That's the greens, the plants that we're finding basically everywhere. These ones, for now, they're going to spoil. We don't really have a choice. Here it is, the Fletcher building. All of these buildings, so pretty, right? They're all so different, really cool looking. You can choose what to do, right? Arrows and bows. Sort of need both for now, so go ahead. And then over here we have the cobbler shop. Oh, and those buildings actually cost me planks. This one was 20 planks, for example. This one was 30. Should have probably waited and made the market before. That's my bad. A few more people. So getting closer. So maybe let's just put a few more houses while we have some resources. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and a road. And I think that will probably be the extent of the range of the market at level 1. So we'll have to see. Oh, there's also some deers over there. Quite a few resources too. We could expand that road a bit more if we wanted. And there's some iron there, so probably a mountain, which could be annoying for a town. We'll have to deal with that in the future. That may be something I'm missing. I don't think I've seen it in the past. If you have, don't hesitate to tell me. But is there a way to see 5% are idle? But it could be because they are not, they are maybe waiting for something. It may not be because I'm not giving them enough jobs. I mean, we have 1 year of food, so no need to start making more right away. We're halfway there. Maybe I should build another to be safe, turn it the right way. Similarly on the arrows, I could put, a maximum. Let's see. How many do we have? 100? Maybe let's say 300. I think it'd be good to have quite a few. Bows I'm not gonna put. I think we want more for sure. So we have some pearls. Starting to make some shoes. Okay, 2 more houses. Yeah, pretty happy with how the town is developing. It seems our deers are gone over here though. That's a bit of a problem. So now he's focusing over here. But I'm gonna build 1 more just to be on the safe side. That's gonna focus over here. And we have enough finally for our market. Could have made it a bit before, I know. We're gonna prioritize it actually to make sure it's being built hopefully before winter and start making some gold. I need the gold. Here we're gonna be doing the compost for sure quite soon. Defenses, we could build some lookout tower, but again they cost gold every month and we are not making any gold right now. This is fences, in particular important when you are gonna have fields to protect for animals, and here the decorations. That's gonna be very important to upgrade our desirability, but they all cost gold and we don't have that either. But yeah, we're almost done, as you can see. Let's take a quick look. Who's coming? Deliver, maybe this guy over here. Yes, 12, perfect. It's really cool that you can see everything about them, their age, their education, you know, how they're feeling, and how he's building. And here it is, we have the market. Let's pause for a second. You can see the range of the market. Actually, this one may not be in range. That's a shame. We may move it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, all of these are in range, and with that, we're gonna start making some gold. Monthly income 11. This is based, of course, of how many houses you have, what you're selling on those houses, those type of things. Right now, we're mostly gonna sell food, to be honest. And we don't have those barrels to avoid spoilage. We will be able to upgrade this market in the future, but with a bit of gold and a bit of wood planks, but also some bricks. And bricks are not so easy to get. But it is quite a good thing to do, because if you look at, you'll get more workers, more money, a larger space. So basically this house then would be in range, the houses there would be in range, etc., and increase desirability. Because indeed, I think this has provided, as you can see, 8 of desirability. So we're at 11 now. We're very far from the 30, but we're getting there slowly but surely. We can now move to the next stage of trying to upgrade our town center, because to upgrade, our town center to level 2, we needed 8 houses, health shelter, we had that. We needed a market, so we just built it, and 30 people. We just crossed that. Now 30 stone and 50 wood planks again. Just need to wait again for a bit more wood planks, and that's why I said at the beginning, really good to put a few more people and not just 2 people working there. And once again, it seems, we have a bit of wood, but not so much. So let's make sure we continue cutting more trees in this area. I think that's fine. And maybe also, now here there's the deer, so maybe not there, but maybe more here. Let's leave these ones. So press shift and let's leave them. Okay, and this one is not built yet, because first they are getting all of the stones. Right, slowly but surely, quite slow. 13 now. Come on, 12. They're taking their time, for sure. But yeah, we are arriving in the second winter. You see the snow is coming, and we have 1 month of supply. 1 year, sorry, of supply, so all good there. Yeah, it seems this is still enough for one. Oh, firewood is low. No, this is back up, but maybe let me just make this limit to not be 100, but more like 400, just to make sure that that doesn't spoil. I'm pretty sure firewood doesn't spoil, so make sure we have a bit more. Okay, getting closer to the 50, cutting a lot of wood in winter, and continue to explore a bit more the map, and have a couple of people just touring around. Not too far, especially in winter. I don't want them to get too cold. He's exploring. Oh, and as I said, maybe we want to move this house, to be honest. even if it's empty for now, to be in range. Some patch of medical herbs. Let me explore a bit more over there, see what else could be a good idea to get them. What else we found? A lot of nests, some herbs. Oh, another, river or lake. And our first taxes. Yes, 11 per month. We have 33 already. Okay, so we're still at 10 months, 11 months, all good, and we can now upgrade. So let's do it right away, because with this, we're going to start unlocking tier 2 buildings across everything, right? Every single type of resources, type of building, we're gonna have new ones. Oh, here we have some willow bushes. So that could be an interesting area also to collect. Oh, a lot of those boars over here. Well, there's only 3, but they're here. You can see them. Yeah, why you're not coming? Just come. You can direct your people, huh? If you didn't know, you just take one, you move it around, you can even attack. But at least I don't see a big mountain there, so I could expand the town for sure. And we'll have some resources. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. I mean, we're okay on resources for now. But you need to always be, on top of your food, right? Like, don't wait to not have food. At that point, it's too late. So maybe the one thing we're gonna do is, let's check the fish. Need to be close enough to the water, of course, but not too close. As always, So here, 180% of productivity. That's pretty good. And then don't want to overlap too much, but get also good productivity. Okay, we'll need another smokehouse, I think, though. Let's build it right next door, and this one will focus actually on the fish. All the other, this one can focus on meat, this one on the fish, and then they deliver both of them over here. Okay, so that should keep us good on food for a while. Now we have this one that is in range, right? And that's why we move to 12. Let's build, while we're at it, just 2 more. 1, 2, and after these we can start moving to the new buildings that we've unlocked. We've unlocked the healer house, the trader, school, festival pole, and rat catcher. Many of these will cost you gold to build and also to actually maintain, so that's gonna be a tough one. By the way, I remember we have actually forgot to build this one, the compost yard. This one will be very useful, but has a crazy low desirability, which makes sense, right? Because who wants to live next to the garbage? So we're gonna put it somewhere over here, because my farms are gonna be there, right? Yeah, my farms are gonna be there, so it's good to have it not too far, and also not too far from the town, because you do need to collect the garbage in the town. So we're gonna do that. That's gonna decrease a bit our monthly goal. Oh, there is an heat wave. We're gonna need to be careful about this. Okay, we got a few more people, which is why so it's good to make a few more houses. So yeah, I digress. We would want, to do some of those things like the clay pits, but it requires a wagon shop, which is in the storage, and that's definitely the first thing you want to be doing. It's gonna require a bit of these planks, so let's put it also very close to it, to be honest, like this. Okay, that can be another block of houses, right? And we're at 4, I think that's fine. We still need more. My wood is really going down so quickly, it's crazy. Good thing we have a huge forest over here. Be careful not to delete too quickly to the deer though. Maybe a bit more there. Anyway, I was saying the wagon shop, really important because it's gonna unlock a lot of things, but it's also going to start, we're gonna be able to make some of those wagons that increase the efficiency of moving resources. And the granary, really good for your wheat and those type of things. And then the vault, which is good for your gold, but it requires resource we don't have right now. Okay, perfect. So here I want to make fish only. And we have a fish. Why does it says no fish? Ah, it's starting now. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully this will work quite well. 180, 190. It's not huge, but better than nothing. And we're still good on food, so I like it, I like it. It's just I think basically I don't have enough labor. Yeah, I have less than 10 laborers, so nobody is cutting trees. That's the problem. And we also have a small problem on basic well. It seems that now we've reached, it's too many for this one. So we're gonna extend there and put another well. You shouldn't put them too close to each other, right? Like most buildings, if you're gonna put it more this side. But yeah, we're making some interesting progress. It's already the mid-third year. Can you believe it? Going so fast. They're all growing. We have 9 infants, 1 senior already. Okay, but we have a wagon shop over here. It requires 20 wood planks to make one. I think it will take forever. But yeah, you know, we have to. So the good thing is with that we've unlocked now tons of different resources, tons of different elements. All of this, as I said, will cost quite a bit of gold, so we're gonna wait a bit before doing that. This is a temporary shelter, not really useful in my opinion. This we're gonna do later. This is the windmill when we have some farms, the bakery. Over here we have the arborist. The arborist is quite an interesting one, but requires 50 of clay, so we're not there yet, and that's why I want to really start the clay now. We have a clay deposit there, so that's perfect. Let's put it. Then the work camp, that's good when you have like, you know, a mine or something a bit far. For now, we don't really need to do that. I don't think we should. Maybe we can start selling at some point, but for now, not really important. Here we need some flax. This probably should be one of the first farm we do, to be honest. Candle shop, actually, we could start doing it when we have some clay. Then the soap shop, it requires those medical herbs. Then the charcoal clean to make some coal. And the armory. The armory to start making, obviously, some armors. So you see that becomes interesting. And then we could also start building a barracks, but a lot of gold, a lot of monthly cost. So we definitely have a lot of new buildings that have been open, but so far the city is definitely growing. I love it. We have more than 1 year of food, so we're good here. Few more villagers, 4 immigrated, 3 newborn, so we're continuing to grow. Maybe 2 more houses, but this one should be prioritized. I need a bit more water before we do this. And hopefully also this one is prioritized. So we start getting some clay, and this one. You can also, if you want, stop the buildings by clicking over here. You can, you know, completely delete it, or you can click here so that right now it won't get resources. It will not be prioritized. Okay, so we have our compost yard. As you can see, this is 4 monthly costs. That's going to decrease over here next month. And we have 3 piles of compost. The compost will be taken into each of the houses. You see the waste over here. I think they're all coming there with some. Oh no, not this one actually. This one was coming. So delivered a bit. This is growing. And at some point, you know, this will be full. And this will start to ferment into actual compost. And then we can put it on our fields. Okay, let's restart this one. We now have the 2 wells, perfect. This house is done. This one not done yet, almost. I'm gonna probably also try to put a few people on this one, because now we have 12 labor. How are people doing? 12 infants. They're gonna grow soon. Okay, so we have 2. Let's put a 3rd one. Good. Food, we're still okay. Wood, as always, quite low. I think we're gonna start cutting maybe over here. We have a bit of stone, but not too much. Or we have this one, yeah, okay, all good. We're starting to get a bit more of gold, so we may start being able to use some of our gold. The healer is quite a good one, but 25 of monthly cost, I definitely can't afford that. The training post, we could start selling things if we had excess of things. And the school, this will, you know, boost our work rate, so pretty interesting one. Then the festival pole is a very interesting one because it will increase the desirability and also entertainment. And lastly, the rat catcher. This is a bit more when we have more food. For now, I think we can avoid it. I'm going to also extend a bit of food production, not because we are low on food, but because I want to get some of those patch of herbs so that we can make some soap. Because the soap will be useful to limit, the sickness. And remember, we also have quite a bit of deers over here, so we can do one of each. Okay, so let's extend first the road straight, pressing shift, and then 2 buildings, 1 hunter cabin, and 1 forager's shack. It will be a bit further away from the city, but not too far either. Okay, again some newborn. The city is definitely growing. Maybe a few more houses. And I think then the next step will probably be to start having fields. Oh, this is not flat. So we're gonna need to be careful about this. Maybe also how are we doing on water? No, water we seem to be fine now. So as I said, this is probably over here that we have good fertility. And here too, actually. And some of the deers are coming back. Great. Sometimes good to rotate between your different elements. But yeah, the fertility looks pretty good over here. So let's do our first field. So field, oh, that's not flat, it seems. You can do field of any size that you want, as long as it's minimum 5 by 5. So right now 5 by 5, that's the minimum. If you do 10 by 10, that's exactly the grazing side for your cows, so that's pretty good. The more, the bigger it is, the more people you need. For example, here this is 5 workers with a yield between 700 and almost 2000. A fertility based on just the soil of 72, that's pretty good. For now, let's just build 1 because they are gonna take quite a bit of time. Now they can't even do it in winter anyway. Are we done with these buildings? One of them. So the hunter cabin, you're gonna go over here. There's no balls, right? The balls are over there. Maybe that will be our next one. This one almost done too. Okay. And with that, we want as much as possible. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. You have a lot of herbs, plus a bit of greens and berries. And again, we are done on logs. The winter is finished. We've survived 1 more winter, start of year 4. Probably a good time to end this episode. We have 1 year of food with only 2 months of spoilage, so we're basically good on food for this year. And it's not like we can completely expand our population and unlimited, let's say, but we have some leeway, let's say, and that's why it's good to start, I think, now some farms, because they will take some time to get built. I'm leaving a bit of space over here so I can put buildings, things like, for example, later the mill, we can put it over there. Just before I forget, let's cut even more trees over here. Need to clean all of this. But yeah, we're making now some clay. We have quite a bit of wood planks. We've moved to tier 2. Tier 3 is gonna be a bit further away because this is 150 of population, plus also the trading post, the school, and 25, homestead, which is the improvement of this house, right? This is a shelter. We're gonna need to upgrade it, so get to 30% desirability and also 2 foods and some herbs. So we're definitely not there yet, but yeah, great progress. But yeah, don't hesitate to share if you have any questions, comments, thoughts. I'd love to hear about it, and I hope to see you next time.